Hey everybody, it's Angela and Lacey back. Today we're going to talk about Facebook Live. So Facebook Live is actually right now the #1 social media marketing tool out there. So we wanted to do a couple of trainings to tell you different ways you can use it and the ways we feel make it more accessible and get a further reach. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, we'll do a separate video for doing Facebook Live to demo products and to talk about things, but today we're going to talk about Facebook Live being used just for selling purposes.
Yes.
So we'll start out by talking about using Facebook Live for your own personal sales, and then we'll get into using it as a way to do a different kind of Facebook party.
Yes. So first things first is make sure your camera angles and your lighting are good, because sometimes
Oh, go ahead.
sorry. Sometimes the swatches will look different in different lighting. So make sure your lighting and your camera angles, and if you're kind of backlit, just be aware of that.
There's nothing worse. No one will click on your video if it looks bad.
It looks bad.
It doesn't have to be super fancy. You
Yeah.
don't have to be in a setup like this.
Yes.
It can be, we do ours in my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But just as long as there's not a messy bedroom behind you
Yep.
and the lighting's okay, then you're in
You're
good
good
shape.
to go. Also, along that, you'll want to make your video public. If it's public, you can add in some hashtags like LipSense, your business name. It'll go farther because people will be searching for that, and then they'll be able to find you. Have some people ready to like, comment, and share the video. Facebook has these algorithms where if a video isn't getting much interaction in the first, 2 minutes?
I think it's 2 minutes.
They'll kick it off the feed because it's not considered important. So have someone ready to like, comment, even just to say hi, because that'll keep it bumped in the news feed, and then more people will see it that way. Have a sharing discount. So those people that do go and share the video, one thing that we always say is please go share this video, come back and comment shared, because one, you're getting the share, and then you're also getting a comment. And then just to kind of reward those people, you just throw them in a random name generator and they can get a mystery discount at the end of the video, and whatever that is up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with.
We don't
the
announce
sale.
it. We don't announce it until the end. So if we got like no sales, 'cause occasionally that happens, it was just a bad day, then we'll still give 1 or 2 discounts in the drawing, because then those people usually buy.
Yes.
Even if they didn't before.
Yeah.
But we'll make sure that we enter them in that drawing, and then that, might get you a couple sales if you didn't have them before.
Yeah.
Keeps people sharing, excited.
Having someone with you to banter and kind of have a conversation with can keep it really light, but also you want to keep it informative. So kind of, explain the science. Why does LipSense not come off? Why does it tingle? Because people kind of like that. They want to be able to feel like they're hanging out with you. Be sure to have your testers. That's important so that you can swatch. Just have them, easily accessible right in front of you.
And make sure you're really swatching them, because if
Yeah,
you're
big
just
swatches.
holding, if you're just holding it up like that, people
can't see it.
They're not excited about that. They want to actually see the color on
Yeah.
skin.
Yep. So do nice big swatches. You can see I've got mine here from a video we did a couple nights ago. Nice big clean swatches. Let people know what they are looking at. And then invoices. Important thing that we always try to say is invoices need to be paid within 24 hours of the party. Otherwise, we're going to have to cancel it, and then that color will go back into our inventory.
And usually they buy it. We cancel the invoice, and then they'll message us and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. I still want it."
And then, no problem.
You send out the invoice again,
Send
they
the
buy
invoice.
it. Now, we talked a little bit about having a friend or someone there to help you. Now, this can be a great recruiting tool. You could get someone who's a great customer who might be able to, that might get them excited about the idea of a business, or a new recruit, and use it to help train them. There are several reasons that it's beneficial to have someone there helping you. One is, like Lacey said, that banter and back and forth. We get a lot of compliments from people, "Oh, I had so much fun hanging out with you on that video," because they feel it's the same thing like with, when you're listening to podcasts or, things like that, where you feel like those people, you feel like you're interacting. They get that same feel if you have someone that you're chatting with. It's also helpful to have them there to help do the logistics, so you can focus on swatching and talking about the product. If you have to pause to write down orders or make notes or send a message or, answer a question, then
People get
bored and they click away from it. So, and they don't feel like you're engaged.
Yes.
So then you have someone there who will, have your messenger or your text messages open so that you can hurry and message people to, confirm what they want, make sure they don't need a gloss or something else. They also enter names into your drawing. We use a random name generator. You just Google that, you'll find one. and they can enter names for people that have been sharing. We'll also have them writing down notes of what people are ordering, and
they'll have like the link to your Facebook page, your business page. If you have a Send-A-Site, they can link that too. Just have that on the side, and kind of intermittently through the video, just have them comment and paste the rules, your website, your business page, just to keep the comment thread going too.
Yes, and then they can make sure that no one gets missed for that drawing. Something else about the drawing that's important to keep in mind, we kind of touched on this, but I feel like it's important to really get into it. You don't have to decide when you start what that drawing is going to be. That can be decided based on the sales. So if you had a ton of sales, we'll do up to 4. $5 off your order, 15%, 10% free shipping. If no one orders, you don't have to commit to as much because you don't announce it when you start. You can decide what it's going to be right at the end, right before you do it. And then that helper that you have is the person that's making sure everybody's names get in there. Everything's ready to go so that when the video ends, you don't have to write anything down. You just click the pick a winner and
good to go. And if the video is like super interactive, you alone may not see that someone has commented that they've shared the video. So it's good to just have a second pair of eyes.
It's easy to miss comments, questions, things like that if you're really busy showing colors. So now we're going to go into if you use this as a Facebook party for someone else. So you can do this on your own, on your personal page or on your business page for us to sell, to show your products. But you can also have people host for you. So when we do that, it's really, really easy. And it's easy for them because sometimes you have those people that you have been asking them for months to host a party for you, and it's just hard to get them to commit. And this would be perfect for that type of person because they don't have to really do anything other than post and tell their friends that it's going to happen. So we'll tell them, and we'll do a separate video on hostess coaching and how to prepare them for the video and in-home parties and all of that. But it's really, really easy for them because they just can be at home in their pajamas, watching it happen, commenting, tagging people, whatever they want to do.
Many times I've been in my pajamas.
Most of the time, from the waist down, we're in our pajamas. So when you're doing it for someone else, we usually give them a couple different options for ways to make them comfortable with it. Because obviously, if we're doing it for them, it's going to go farther, and people are going to pay more attention if we're actually logged in as them. So we will give them the option to. A lot of people just give us their password, but that's because a lot of the people know us really well. If they don't know you very well, we'll ask them to just create a temporary password. And it'll be something like Your Lip Ladies or temporary. They'll change it to something just so we can log in. And then they change it right back after. So then their information is not out there. But then we're logged in as them. So their friends see that they're live and not that we're live. Because they don't know who we are necessarily. Let's see. So we offer the hostess discount just like we would for an in-home party. Same exact things. Same, the percentages are the same. We offer for if their friends book, then they can get an extra 5% up to 50%. All the same things you'd offer for a hostess. And then we will ask them to tag a spouse or significant other.
Just to reach a little further.
Just to get the reach out a little bit further. Now, one thing about that is we ask them not to tag a friend. They can tag their mom or their husband, boyfriend, whatever, but not friends because we want them to book their own video. So we're not tagging them. If they want in on this, they can book their own video. So that's kind of the basics for if you're having someone else for you. One thing to keep in mind is know the audience. We can, if it's our personal, we can know how we can kind of joke and how we can banter. But if it's a much more conservative or it's a little bit more, easygoing, then you can kind of adjust to the type of crowd that you're working toward. Be yourself. Don't pretend you're not who you are, but, keep the crowd in mind so that you're not making them uncomfortable.
All right, that was the basics of doing a Facebook Live party. If you have any questions, just be sure to leave them below.
Make sure you subscribe. We put trainings out pretty frequently. We try to get new trainings out at least once a week. So make sure you're subscribed so you're seeing all of those as they come in.
Get notified.
Thank you.
Bye.